Social Media University. The whole cosplay community is so cool. And obviously you know it very, very well and have built that into a whole sort of business for yourself. Can you speak to that process? Like what was the transition like where you said you had that light bulb moment where you're like, I can really do this for myself? What was that whole process like?
My light bulb moment was one day, one of my followers messaged me and asked, "Can I purchase a photo of you in a cosplay in the poster form?" And
Cool.
like, wait a second, you can make money out of a hobby? And back then when you go to Comic Cons and you got these Hollywood celebrities that sell like pictures of themselves and they autograph it, basically that's what he's asking for, a picture of myself and autographing it and mailing it to him. Like, yo, this could turn into a business. And I was so stoked. And my mindset completely changed from a hobbyist to start pushing this forward as a business.
Amazing. So that's a huge mindset shift that I think anybody needs to have on social media. So that's awesome that was it for you. So once you saw that this was a business, how did that impact your content creation or approach to content?
I actually started ramping up a lot of my content creation because back then, when I was doing as a hobbyist, I would post whenever I want. There was no set schedule, there was no strategy, there was no plan. But with my post, there was a bit more intention behind it. But of course, for any other artists out there, a lot of us are quite um, spontaneous because we're artists. When you get the artist feel, you just want to, do it and jump on it right away. So I'm trying to convert that side into a more business aspect, but because I'm an artist, it's sometimes really hard. But I'm definitely a lot more organized and strategic in the type of content I'm posting, what time to post it at, the engagement, and all the metrics behind it so that I can help grow my business.
Amazing. So when you say business, can you explain all the facets that go into it? Because I'm always amazed at how many ways people get creative with turning their brand and social media into a business. So I'd love to hear more about yours.
Okay, so for a model, there's different ways you can, I guess, generate income from social media. So what I usually do is, because I started building my following and I guess getting like kind of like a star or celebrity status online,
Mhm.
conventions would start looking out and saying, "Hey, what kind of guest do you want to be invited to a specific convention?" People would start recommending, saying, "Oh, Vivid Vision, I want to see her. Her cosplays are amazing on Instagram." So then I started getting invited out to these conventions as a guest. They would pay for like the flights, the hotels, and then there's an appearance fee. And I also get to keep whatever profit I make from selling my autographs and pictures with the fans that come to see me. So that's how it kind of started off. And of course, there's the online aspect of it where you can purchase photos like the poster prints and you can autograph it for them and mail those out. And also, you can now, because we're in a digital age, you can sell digital sets to them and also do like photo books and calendars.
Mm. That's so cool. That's amazing. That's so awesome how it like there's just so many facets to it. So I think
Yes.
a lot of people are like you. They're super passionate about whether it be cosplay or something else, but they don't know how to start. So how did you start the whole wheel in motion to eventually get to where you are today?
I think the one thing that really changed was definitely my mindset. When I first started doing cosplay, there's this, I think it was a personal limiting belief I instilled in myself where I don't want to be labeled as a model because as a model, I feel people would see me as superficial and she's so full of herself. And I had to really overcome that mindset and transition to, hey, you know what? This is what I love doing. There's nothing wrong with it. People want to showcase their talent and what they're passionate about. Just go with it. And when I kind of changed that mentality that say, hey, I am a model and I'm proud of it, that's when I started opening a lot more opportunities because my confidence went up and I was more willing to take, I guess, risks and to try different things to boost my branding.
It's crazy what a slight mindset shift can really do
Yes.
for everything. And I love that you positioned it just like that because once you embrace yourself as that thing, and for me, I work with people on social media. So whether it's embracing that they're an entrepreneur or they're a YouTuber or whatever it may be, it changes everything because you believe in yourself 10 times more. But also, people want to help people when they're direct in terms of what they actually want. So when you become certain in that, it becomes just so much easier to attract good things. So that's amazing. I love that you shared that. Was there anything that you can attribute as to like to why that shift took place or how it took place?
I think it was to the point I was going to conventions as a hobbyist for think almost 10 years. And I started seeing some of my peers around me saying they want to take this professionally. And it started to make me question because they're so confident about what they're doing. They're not ashamed of their body, they're not ashamed of their self image, and they're just passionate about what they do. I'm like, I'm passionate about what I'm doing, but what's the difference? It's because they fully embraced and truly believed in what they're doing, and they're not ashamed to share, hey, I am this person, this is what I'm doing. So it really got me thinking about that as I started to get more exposure to people in the community that wanted to take this more seriously and more professionally.